Under the theme GEW Inclusion, in celebration of GEW 2021, SLUDTERA is partnering with LISVALU to host the virtual event, or St. Lucia LISVALU Women's Talk, which will take place this Sunday, November 14th at 2 p.m. A frank conversation with professional women, Jennifer Branig and Nicholl Hunte, on the importance of personal development coaching in the lives of women entrepreneurs and women business owners. Hosted by personal development coach Lucia Yarde, who will also introduce the public to her growing and grown workshops. Women's Talk, this Sunday, November 14th at 2 p.m. See you there.
Hello, my name is Lucia Yarde, your personal development coach at LISVALU. I am your host. Welcome to the AWE St. Lucia Women's Talk, an official activity of Global Entrepreneurship Week, which is an international movement to empower entrepreneurs and to help make it possible for anyone, anywhere, to start and scale. This afternoon, we will be having a frank conversation with two professional women on the importance of personal development in the lives of business women, women entrepreneurs, and young girls aspiring to go into business. I would like to say a very special thank you to our sponsors, the Caribbean Women Expo, and your startup advisor. In today's first segment, I will be joined by guest speakers Nicholl Hunte and Jennifer Branig. And in the second segment, I will share with you the growing and grown workshops from LISVALU. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will get into our frank talk. Okay, everyone, welcome back. You're watching AWE St. Lucia LISVALU Women's Talk with me, personal development coach Lucia Yarde. For those of you unfamiliar with personal development coaching, sometimes referred to as life coaching, is a creation and overseeing of strategies by a professional that help people achieve goals. This involves psychological and behavioral insights in order to make recommendations for individuals striving to succeed in a certain area of life. At LISVALU, I focus on the reshaping and rewiring of minds of women and other individuals. So in short, coaching is the future, counseling is the past. And remember, you can join this afternoon event on YouTube, Twitter, and on Facebook, SLUDTERA channels. Use the hashtag GEW Inclusion, hashtag GEW St. Lucia, hashtag Empowering Women, and hashtag Women Supporting Women when sharing the link to others this evening. Let us begin by introducing our guests today. First off, we have Nicholl Hunte. Nicholl is a founder of the Caribbean Women Expo. Nicholl Hunte was born and raised on the beautiful island of Barbados and currently resides in Houston, Texas. She received her undergraduate degree from Florida A&M University and a graduate degree from Walden University. Upon leaving Houston for about 11 years, she realized that there were not many events that focused on the businesses side of Caribbean culture. This led her to create the Caribbean Women Expo in 2019 to highlight the businesses and career paths of women and men from the Caribbean. The expo allows business owners to showcase their products and services, thus bringing awareness to potential customers that were not familiar with their brand. It also creates a safe space for people of color with extensive expertise in their own career path to share about their work and their accomplishments and inspire others. Our second guest is Jennifer Bregan. Jennifer is a publisher, a coach, public speaker, and a co author of the best selling book, Aspire Women Finding Their Purpose. She's also the author of the upcoming book, When Life Sucks, Stop Feeling Empty, Discover Your Why, and Live in Fulfillment Every Day. Jennifer has spent the last 20 years studying personal development, an education that has deeply impacted the businesses she has founded under Brasham Limited umbrella. Graduating from the Technical University of Berlin in Germany, she worked teaching at the Berliner Switech Institute, set Jennifer firmly on the road to coaching. For more than 2 decades, she has been committed to helping and encouraging vulnerable people and families towards living more fulfilled and satisfying life. Inspired by her work, she has transformed her deeply rooted vocation into Brassam Coaching Academy and Brassam Publishing House, of which she is founder and owner. Today, Jennifer continues to help individuals and groups discover and fully embrace their life purpose through powerful online courses and dedicated counseling services. Jennifer turns corporate professionals who have lost their identity through corporate challenges into successful business owners. Jennifer has dedicated her life to helping women to share their life stories, lessons to make this world a better place than they came into it. Okay, let's welcome Nicholl Hunte and Jennifer Bragan, which will shortly join us. Thank you for joining us today. So right now we'll have Nicholl. Hi, Nicholl. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
Fine, thank you. A bit nervous, actually.
Okay. You're doing great. You're doing great.
So, Nicholl, I know it's 2 hours. We're 2 hours ahead of you. How was your
Yes.
Sunday going so far?
Sunday is going good. I went to church this morning, so that's why I was rushing back to get here to honor my commitment. I'm happy to be here. Sunday is going well.
Praise the Lord for that one.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Nicholl, for your time, your effort, and I know that the Lord will bless you upon that.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so let us, as we wait for our next presenter, we'll go
Mhm,
straight into the discussion.
mhm.
Okay, so while we wait, the viewers could post their questions while we go straight into our frank discussion.
Okay.
And we'll ask Jennifer. The first question I'll ask you, Jennifer. Sorry, Nicholl.
Mhm.
Tell us a little about yourself and what do you do?
As you said, I was born and raised in Barbados. I currently reside in Houston, Texas. I created the Caribbean Women's Expo, and yeah, that's basically me in a nutshell. Even though I live in the US, am a very I am very active in the Caribbean community. I believe that even though we live here, we should all try to maintain, the different aspects of our culture. There are things that will change from living in the US, but anything that we can do, any organizations that we can support, and also Caribbean artists that come to the US. I am very big on that, supporting them. And yeah, that's what I do. My full time, I work in HR, and yeah, those are the two things that are very important to me. My daily work, and also anything that goes on in the Caribbean community.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
Mhm.
You have quite a handful, I must
Yes, I
say.
do. I do. I do.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just as handful as you. I do project
Yes.
management.
Hmm.
I do my own business. So yes, I understand where you're coming from. It can be a
Yes.
kind of challenging
Yes, ma'am.
sometimes.
Yes.
So second question,
Hmm.
what exactly inspired you to go into the field that you are in right now? I see you juggle both HR,
Hmm.
the Caribbean Expo.
Hmm.
What inspired you to do those two?
I would say HR was an opportunity that I can't even explain it. I was blessed with it. Um, it is not what I studied at university, but it was an opportunity that was presented to me, and an opportunity for me to learn, an opportunity for me to grow. And it was just, a blessing to me to get to learn and understand people and learn how to help people. So those were skills that I already had, from creating the Women's Expo, because with that, I am able to, I do a lot of listening to entrepreneurs, helping them to work through things, helping them to understand things. Um, I go through the ups and downs with them, celebrate with them, encouraging them, when it's really, they go through a lot. So, what encourages me is that the fact of I'm getting a chance to help people. My favorite businesses are the ones that I discover when they're first getting started, and being able to watch them grow and move forward and be successful, and turn into good things. Those are my favorite experiences.
Thank you so much, Nicole, for that inspiring piece of news. I understand that you were trying to solve a problem, and I realize you like to listen.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Mm-hmm.
attest to that because with my in my field as a personal development coach, one of the
Mm-hmm.
things that I have to do is listen.
Correct.
And I wanted to solve a problem
Mm-hmm.
because I found that a lot of women in particular, whether in their professional or their personal life, they encounter difficulties sometimes to move on and mostly get at their own selves. So yes, I understand where you're coming from. I do
Correct.
struggle with that sometimes at
Mm-hmm.
the start.
Mm-hmm.
It's a learning process, and yes, we're solving a problem together. So thank you so much for that inspiring piece of notes. Our third question, before we continue, our speaker will join next guest will join us very soon. So let's go to question number three.
Mm-hmm.
Now let us go into the personal development. As a woman entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
name two challenges that you have encountered and share briefly how you identified the possible solutions.
Um,
Let me repeat it for you again.
no, no,
Okay.
that's fine. One challenge I would say is being taken seriously. Um, Sometimes when you're just starting out, you can tell somebody, okay, so you have your goals, you have your passion, you have your thing, and it's like you are thinking to yourself, like, this is amazing, this is going to change the world, change the community. And you can explain it to somebody and they're like, whatever. So you have to always encourage your own self to stay true to who you are and what you're doing, even when people don't take you seriously about what you have to offer. um, Another challenge is being more assertive. um, in my personality, sometimes I like to be laid back. If I am honest, I'm really exposing myself today because most people know me as Nicholl, always something going on, always doing this, always doing that. And I don't mind being that person. But if I'm truly honest, to just lay back and relax, I truly savor that time because I don't get to do that often. But a big challenge for me was to just push myself out there, be assertive, walk up to people, tell them about what I'm doing. Um, and don't worry about the outcome. So those were two of the biggest things. And sometimes the outcome is not always good, but you just have to readjust yourself and not take it personal, and know, believe in what you're doing and still keep moving forward. So those will be my two.
Thank you so very much, Nicole.
Hmm.
We have some very wonderful comments here right now, actually. We have one from Michaela.
Hmm.
So true.
Hmm.
I cannot see the screen. So true.
Hmm.
Because people like to monetize everything, which is very
Correct.
true. Very true.
Correct. Correct.
Because
And
you were speaking about your family members don't take you seriously. The first thing they will say to you is that you sure that will make any money for you?
right.
You sure to make any money for you? So
Yeah.
yes, I understand where you're coming from, and something it can be a little doubting sometimes when you're trying to prove to everybody
Hmm.
that hey, I can do it. Yes, I can make a business out of it. Yes, that is what I want to do. Yes, I'm solving a problem, but yes,
Hmm.
still, it's always the family members that get you, to either doubt yourself.
Yes.
So
Sometimes.
yes,
Yes.
so we have, so we also have a comment
Hmm.
from Marvin Grant,
Hmm.
and he's saying, I'm one of the best teachers." So we have Cleopatra Jules Baker.
Hmm.
She's saying good, and then we have Michaela just let to follow,
Just
just like to follow. I'm not
just
seeing very clearly on my
right.
side.
I could see them. I could help you if you want. One person, Malika, is asking about what is the expo about. Would you like me to share with her?
Yes,
Quickly, or okay,
please.
all right.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking, Malika. Basically, with the expo, what we do, we highlight businesses and also the career paths of women from the Caribbean. So, if you have a career where you've been an expert in that career for a while, or if you have a business, you have products and services that you want to you need to help to promote, you want to get the word out there about what you do. We have an international reach. We're in the US. We also have businesses from the Caribbean, Nigeria and Kenya, a part of our network. So yeah, that's what we do. We highlight businesses and just give them an opportunity to feel like they have a voice, and give them more exposure.
I hope that answered your question, Milika. Okay, we're going to move on now.
Yeah.
So we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll get back into our frank discussion. So I would like to say thank you to our two sponsors, Caribbean Women Expo and your startup advisor.
Under the theme GEW Inclusion, in celebration of GEW 2021, SLUDTERA is partnering with LISVALU to host the virtual event All St. Lucia LISVALU Women's Talk, which will take place this Sunday, November 14th at 2 p.m. A frank conversation with professional women, Jennifer Branig and Nicholl Hunte, on the importance of personal development coaching in the lives of women entrepreneurs and women business owners. Hosted by personal development coach Lucia Yarde, who will also introduce the public to her Growing and Grown workshops. Women's Talk, this Sunday, November 14th at 2 p.m. See you there.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So as we wait for our next guest, we'll just go straight into the questions and
Okay.
comments. Okay?
Okay.
Statistics have shown that amid COVID, the numbers of domestic abuse women have risen.
Mhm.
Can you say that you are part of that statistics, or is anyone very close to you part of that statistics?
Gratefully, at this time, I can say no. know for myself, thank God, and know for anyone that is close to me as far as they have told me. Let's put it like that, because sometimes people go through things and they don't share it with other people. So nobody has told me anything about it. So far, my friends and family have not are not currently in that situation. For the people who are, I would say please reach out and tell somebody. Find someone that you can trust. If you're not at the point where you are able to trust a friend or a family member, see if there is someone else in your community who has like any organizations that can help you, if you're in an abusive situation. And as you continue to make your plans to get out of it, or you're weighing your options, looking to see if there's anything that you could do, please talk to someone and make your plans to get out of that situation safely.
Great advice, Nicholl. Very great advice, because sometimes, even in the COVID, because persons lost their jobs, they had to depend on their partner
Hmm.
to be sustained, and sometimes that too causes another problem for everybody.
Hmm.
I'm really happy that you said that. Give them there's a life. There's always a support system,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
sometimes we don't really see it at the start. But if you are that person's friend or family member, I really believe that you should keep keep them close at bay, and try not to make them feel as if they're not important enough to have that issue. Keep them reassured. Listen, I'll always be there for you no matter
Hmm.
what. So
Correct.
thank you very much. Actually, right now we have our second guest,
Hmm.
Jennifer, and she's there right now. So Nicholl, we put you backstage for a
Yeah.
while, and then we will get back to Jennifer. Hi Jennifer, how are you?
Oh, I'm so super excited to be here. I'm so great. You can't believe I've been, you know, expecting this day, because every opportunity for me to speak to ladies is a win. Is a win, because you can speak one good word to someone, and then you sow that seed into someone. So I'm so grateful to be here. Thanks for having me today, Lisa, Nicholl, Michelle, every one of you, and our listeners. Please know that this is not a coincidence. You are called to be right now in this place. Others are on YouTube doing other stuff. You're here to learn. Grab your pen and somewhere, write something. Because if you're just listening to us, you're going to be happy, inspired, and that will be that. Write something and run away with it and do it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jennifer, for sharing that brief introduction of yourself. But let's go a little deeper into your introduction. Just a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Good. My name is Jennifer Branig.
I
I
got that.
am a business coach. I also help entrepreneurs to publish their stories. I have my own publishing house. My mission is to help so many people to share their stories, to leave this world a better place than they came into it. If I don't do what I'm doing, so many people are going to lose a chance of sharing their stories. And I know every story has a potential to change a life. So I am already a best-selling author. A course creator. I have courses to help women to start their own business, courses to help you out of depression, and courses to help you make money online. So anyone interested in any of my services, I'm here to help. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Jennifer. I realize that you love to write, you love to read, and you love to listen to other people's stories, just like Nicholl. She loves to listen also. So
Mm.
we're going to move on to question number two. Although you said part of it already, but let us go a bit deeper.
Yeah.
What inspired you to go into the field that you are in right now?
Nicole, I mean, Lisa and Nicole, anyone listening, I will just, if you give me some time, I'll take you back so many years ago. My inspiration came from when I was working in Germany. I was still a student, and I was working in this company where we were producing medicine and all this stuff. So when we came, we had to change our clothes and go to the changing room. So one day on my way to our changing room, I met my boss, and in my mind, I was already somewhere, my apartment, thinking what I'm going to do next when I just get out of this place. And I didn't know he was coming. So I was shocked. I just touched the wall to give him way. And then he screamed at me, "Don't touch those walls. They are going to turn black like you." In that moment, I made a vow to myself never to work for anybody. And the second one was I felt compassion because, in as much he had everything, he was a millionaire, he had everything, but clearly he was empty. There's nobody in his true sense of humanhood can talk to somebody like that. So I started thinking about having my own business in that moment. Even if I have a business background, my mom, all of them, my grandparents, I also started my first business when I was 8 years old, but I wasn't so sure about moving forward with it. So, but that was clear. So now I'm expecting my third baby. Nothing is showing about my dream, and then I went to my mom to help her with my disabled sister. I knew if I don't start my business right now, I'm going to remain in the same situation because there's no perfect timing. It took me 5.5 years to realize my dream. And when I had my dream, everything what I thought it would bring me happiness, it wasn't. I was making money, but I wasn't fulfilled. I went on another quest. What makes me feel passionate and fulfilled? That's when COVID hit. When COVID hit, I knew I can help so many people out of depression because I was battling with depression for 5 years. I started creating courses, and then I went into publishing after being disappointed by a publisher. I thought if I don't help other people, they are going to be discouraged, thinking that every publisher is like that. That's why I created my company to help so many people put their stories out there. Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you so much. Very inspiring as the question is actually inspiring. One of the things that caught my attention is when you decided to go into your own business because of your the way it was treated.
Yeah.
And most entrepreneurs, because of how they were treated or how they feel unfulfilled, they go
Yeah.
into a business hoping and wishing and praying that they get that fulfillment from helping somebody else, even though they don't make the big bucks right away.
Yes.
So yes, that was one of
Exactly.
my takeaways from what you said, and that is so true.
It's so true.
So right now we will take a quick break. We will take a quick break, and then when we come back, I'm not hearing you. When we come back, we will bring back Nicholl on the screen.
Mhm. Mhm.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Okay, so now we have both of our guests on the screen.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But before we go back into our continue our discussion with Nicholl, we'd like to ask Jennifer question 4.
Mhm.
Statistics have shown that amid COVID, the numbers of domestic abuse women have risen. Can you say that you are part of that statistics? Or is anyone very close to you is part of that statistics?
For me, I'm not part of it, thank goodness, but you can't know what can come, you know. But I know the number one reason why this has happened is because men were hiding in the cubicles. They were running away from their responsibilities. Now COVID hit. Some were in broken relationships, but they were hiding at the workplace. Now they had no choice. They have to live together. It's the frustration. That's why I encourage every woman to know that a man is not a plan. If these women had a source of income, domestic abuse would not be on a rise. The problem came because the man now he's cut off from work. They need this, they need that, they need that. That was the number one reason. And I know that's what happened.
Mhm.
Thank you, Jennifer. Actually, Nicole said the same thing because of the lack of income.
Yes,
That's why the frustration kicked in
it is.
and other things.
You,
Okay, we'll go straight into question 5, and we'll start with Nicole.
Mhm.
How would you apply personal development to your business life, and how important is it to you and your business?
Personal development is very important because basically everything that we do, especially when it comes to business, is a test of who we truly are. So if you don't really know who you are, if you really don't know like what you want in life, if you really don't feel comfortable or happy within yourself, you are never going to be able to convince other people why your business is important or why they want to be a part of it, why they should support, why they should let you help them. Because if you're battling with your own personal development, it's going to show. um I would never trust somebody who's trying to get me to do business with them or trying to get me to spend my money with them and they don't spend money on their own personal development. That's a very dangerous person. Every entrepreneur is supposed to try to pour into themselves before they start pouring out to other people. So it's very important. People are they'll purchase your stuff from online and stuff like that. But if people can tell you have a genuine, real personality as well, they will support that also. But it's hard to, bring that to people if you don't know who you are and you are not confident in who you are. That's the, I believe that's the basis of entrepreneurship, and that is where everybody should start.
Thank you so much, Nicole. Jennifer, can you give me your thoughts on that question? I can repeat it again for you.
Mhm.
no, no, just a minute. For me, personal development, I think, is one of the things I've invested more money in myself than
Mhm.
on myself.
Mhm.
I love what Jim Rohn said. Formal education will earn you a living. Self education will earn you a fortune. If you
Mhm.
empty your wallet educating yourself, you can charge whatever money you want because you are knowledgeable. Everything that is not growing is dying. If you are not growing mentally, spiritually, you're going to be dying. And you can't give from an empty cup. People will know. You can cram certain things, but when somebody sits in front of you, they will know that you don't spend enough time educating yourself, learning. So many CEOs, all these people, they read 52 books in a year. How many do you read? Some people, even one book they don't. But you need to learn. Learning is earning. The more you learn, the more you're going to earn. And trust me, even if you're charging $1 or £1, whatever currency, there are people who can't pay you. But no matter how much you charge, there are people ready to pay you. So why settle for less? Educate yourself. The more skills you learn, the more you're going to be in demand. And if you are in demand, guess what? You are in command. So you have no competition. You can charge. You can serve people knowing that you're giving more than they are paying for. And you can only do that when you are many steps ahead of your clients. That's what I do every day. I put personal development in my business for myself, not for any client, for me to be growing. I want to grow. I made a commitment to learn for life. And I tell people, spend more money educating yourself. You will never lose money. Even if you spend it all, you're going to get it 10 times more, 100 times more.
Thank you so much, Jennifer, for those words of inspiration. And you're so right, because in every job that I did take when I was growing up, I did a course in it just to make sure that I knew exactly what I was getting myself into and also increase my knowledge, whatever field I was in. So yes, you're so very correct. Educate yourself as much as possible. The more you educate, you may not make the dollars right away, but it will come eventually at some point. It will pay off at some point. So we'll move on to the last question. Share two things with our viewers who think that personal development is not an important part of professional development in business. Let me repeat it again for you.
No, I want
We'll target Jennifer first.
Okay. Anyone who thinks personal development is not important or not worthwhile, these people have, I would call them a small mindset. They are not open-minded. They don't know what they want, as Nicholl said. If you really know what you want, if you want more from this life, then you need to put personal development first place. Because if you don't, what you don't know can kill you. I tell people this thing. People say knowledge is power, but this is what I say. Knowledge is not power if it doesn't empower you to live life on your own terms. If you have knowledge good enough, you can live life on your own terms. That's freedom. You can decide which business you're going to do. You can decide the people you want to work with. You're not forced to work into somebody's place. If you don't have personal development, people are going to use you. You're going to be exploited. You're going to be earning only what you're worth. The value you bring to that business is what you're going to be paid for. So why not educate yourself to be earning more? Anyone who doesn't, they are not serious with life and about themselves. And they're just going to be aiming at nothing and seeing others how they are making their money and start complaining and calling others names, despising people who have money instead of just educating themselves and be in the same place. There's no money you cannot achieve. If you put yourself first into education, you can earn as much money as you want. Everybody has the same opportunity 24 hours a day. And the people who have gone before you, they are not smarter than you. They don't have all the things you think because they are lucky. They are not lucky. They create their own luck. Those are the two things. If you want to earn more, personal development. If you don't, if you just want to be exploited, then don't consider personal development. Just continue to be working for somebody else and then be happy with what you get. But if you're not satisfied with what you're getting, then personal development is going to take you places you've never been. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. I can't wait to hear Nicholl's own comments on that question. You're muted, Nicholl. Okay.
I'm sorry, I was talking. First, Jennifer, that was very good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. As the saying goes, if you keep doing what you've always done, you will keep getting what you have always gotten.
It's true.
If you don't change, nothing will change. My first reason why personal development is important, I've been taught that when you're about to say something harsh, you have to smile first. So let me say this with a big smile so people don't get upset with me. Personal development is important because many people have, unfortunately, some psychological damage, and that can be poured out in your business. For example, if you're a person, maybe nobody ever listened to you, you don't know how to carry on a conversation, you don't know how to understand the needs of your customers, you don't even know how to accept a no or a situation not going your way without blowing up, you have some psychological issues that you need to work on, and that's going to affect your business whether you think or not. If you are a person who is greedy, you lack integrity, you will steal from people. These are all things that are going on inside of you, and they're going to pour out into your business practices. And if you do not get the correct personal development and self-discipline first, you are going to abuse the people that come to you for help. Secondly, if you don't have personal development, you're not going to be able to build effective relationships. Everybody knows about the used car salesman, right? So a used car salesman, his or her job is to use words and twists and turns to get you to participate. Everybody knows when they're getting a speech from a used car salesman. And when you don't truly believe in who you are and what you're doing, people will be able to tell the difference. So if you want to put yourself in in your own lane where you can be untouchable, that is why you want to work to develop yourself and face those things that bother you, so that once you go out there into the entrepreneurship world, you won't be so offended or so your feelings and emotions won't be able to turn so many ways depending on how people treat you and how they say, or if they buy your product, if they don't buy your product, if they think your stuff is bad, it won't be able to affect you, in that way. So those are my two reasons why I think, you should do it.
Wow, 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 wow.
Mm-hmm.
Those comments from both Jennifer and Nicholl were, I would say, wow, 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 and more wow. Jennifer, I'm going to take a page from your book and smile before I get down to the harsh reality of business.
Mhm.
But Nicole,
Mhm.
honestly,
Mhm.
what you said, that is, you hit the nail right on the head with five hammers and even more.
Mhm.
But Jennifer made it a little, she kind of make it a little, soft on the
Yeah.
touch.
Yeah.
She's soft on the touch.
I'm sorry. That was the Bajan in me coming out. That
I know.
sometimes
The Caribbean
sometimes
in
she
you, I
could just jump
understand.
out. Yeah.
That's okay. I think we need to hear that the harsh reality of personal development. And
Mhm.
sometimes what you're saying is so true.
Mhm.
Sometimes the businesses have potential,
Mhm.
but the owners are the only ones breaking it down.
Correct.
And
Correct.
they blame the staff, they blame everybody around them, including
Mhm.
even the product they're blaming, not realizing that they are the ones that need to have that second chance of changing their whole mindset, how they view themselves, how they view the world.
Mhm.
Because I've heard people say the world is just one of those places that they don't want to be on. They
Yeah.
blame everybody for their mistakes and not
Mhm.
realizing that, hey,
Mhm.
it had to
And
start with me first.
right. And let me just make this comment real quick. This is not to beat you guys down if you're listening. This is for you to listen and internalize it and understand. I know that we are here to help you. Um, there are different types of coaches. As you could see, my personality is straight to the point. I get to the point, but I might not be the one for you then, or you might want
Jennifer,
somebody
I
who
might want Jennifer.
Jennifer, she is so sweet and loving and she don't get me wrong, I listen as well. But if you come in with the blame, Nicholl is not the person for you because I will sit there and watch you blame and be like, so what's the real problem? So I just want to, encourage you. These things that we are sharing is just from what we have seen, in the business world. But wherever you are at, we are here to help you. And hey, if you're a used car salesman hiding behind other stuff, we here to help you too. Don't ever feel like you have to have it all together. But the most important thing we're just asking for is just honesty, or be honest enough to say, listen, Lisa, Jennifer, Nicholl, I want to start a business. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue. My self-esteem is low. I don't think I can do this, but here, that's my business plan. I want to start. And guess what? We could help you from there.
Thank you so much,
Mhm.
Nicole. That was so nice of you.
Mhm.
So nice of you on the soft side.
Yeah. We just bring it. Let me bring it back a little bit. We bring it back, bring it back.
Okay,
Mhm.
so now we're going to and hear what the viewers has to say about those wonderful, inspiring, smiling words.
Yes.
So let's see what they have to say now. Okay, we have one from Malika Amide. If there was one positive that came about from COVID, is all the free self-development programs going on everywhere.
Hmm.
So people should have no excuses as to why they are not where they want to be, and that is so true. That
Yeah,
is
that's
so
true.
true.
That is
Because
true.
if you look on every social media platform,
Hmm.
there's some coach. There's in all areas of life,
Hmm.
in all areas of life, and there's no excuse. I agree with
Right.
you, Malika, on that one. What
Yep.
are your comments on that, ladies?
I would just say, I would like to extend a little bit of grace to the people who are mentally suffering. I'm just going to be honest. If you have had any mental health issues in the past, as me myself with depression and anxiety, sometimes the materials could be there, but you are just not at a mental
Mental.
space to receive it. So I just want to say, if that's how you feel right now, that you're just like, I can't, don't stay there. Work through that, and know that there, as Malika said, there are resources to help you. But if you're feeling in that despair feeling, like I just can't go on, just first try to work through that, and then you will be able to receive and appreciate the free programs for development.
But also, as Jennifer said in her first statement, try to get that one, identify that one resource.
Yes.
Identify that, not any resource, but that one resource that you can trust enough and they can trust you to help you move on. Because the support is very important. The support is very, very important. We can speak until tomorrow about personal development, but if you don't have that support and you say to yourself, okay, I need that help, it's not going to work. It's not going
Correct.
to work. We have to be honest with ourselves. So thank you very much, Malika, for that comment. We are also, wow, Malika is on the roll. How would you say the courses on depression differ from speaking to someone face to face, for example, a therapist? Jennifer, we'll go to you for that question since you have that experience in both fields. We're not hearing you. You're
I think
muted.
she's muted. Yeah.
For me, there are some people who have their celebrity status, and they just and they want to hide their name. So having courses
Yes.
is the best for them, instead of going to the
Correct.
therapist
Mm-hmm.
and then just share, and they don't know this, if they can trust the therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, some people are not open enough to say, hey, I need help.
I need help. Yes.
It's
Yes.
the last thing they can say, especially when they have it all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When they have it all, it's very difficult for them to trust anyone,
Mm-hmm.
because they think, okay, if these people know, if my colleagues know, if even my husband knows,
Mm-hmm.
depression is still a taboo for so many people to speak
Mm-hmm.
up and say
Mm-hmm.
something. And
Mm-hmm.
that's when you're killed inwardly, outwardly. But if you can get up and say, okay, definitely a therapist would be appropriate, because
Mm-hmm.
they can get you deeper. But buying a course and go, remember, you're already sick. Going there one day, oh, hi, yes, I have this, and early in the morning, even one step getting out of bed, you can. But the therapist is there waiting for you. They
Mm-hmm.
can hold you accountable.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I say there are so many free stuff. But if you need really help, pay some money.
Mm-hmm.
If you pay for any service, you will take it more serious. I tell
Correct.
coaches, stop giving away people free stuff. They just download them and they keep them. Pay for your services.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Even if they are free, I'm telling you, nobody cares if they don't know about you. Yeah.
Right.
Like that.
I'm so sorry. Nicholl, we are beating people up. I
Nicole,
don't know if you
Nicole,
should
she's
like.
getting part of you. She's getting part of you, Nicole.
You know, you know the guy on social media who always does this. That's how I felt just now when you
I
said
don't
that. I
know.
wanted to just do this.
So, and I tell some entrepreneurs or wannabe entrepreneurs out there,
Mm-hmm.
you can't create your business from freebies. Everywhere you on Facebook, they are calling you for freebie. But here, lead magnet, this. You can't create your business like that. You just building on
Mm-hmm.
sinking ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with what you said. For Malika, it is up to your preference. Let me just say, just quickly, I see a therapist, and let me just dispel the myth. I'm not on a couch in the dark laying down like this, and a woman is talking to me, and I'm just like in fear and despair. It's not like that. That's what I thought therapy was. I would go to this strange person, lay on their couch with my hands clasped across my chest, and just tell them everything that is wrong with me. Therapy is just as normal as a conversation as what we're having today. So if
Exactly.
there's anyone listening and you feel uncomfortable about it, um, I always say therapy is starts with just a conversation, and that's all I
Exactly.
have on that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you so much. We'll go to the next comment from Anita James. What is personal development as opposed to professional development? Please clarify.
That's very
Hmm,
good.
that's very good.
Personal development is needed. Just my opinion. Personal development is needed before professional development. If you are in the working world and you have your personal issues, traumas, and things that are bothering you, and you are not dealing with it, you're going to get destroyed.
Mm.
Because the first day a co-worker look at you funny, or your boss says something that you don't like, all of the professionalism is going to take a break. And if you don't know how to control yourself, you're not going to respond in a professional way.
Mm.
So personal development is working on self, working
Mm.
on you.
Mm.
Professional development is like, okay, you're in a particular field. You know, okay, if I want to progress in this field, I need to take some certifications, take some extra classes, learn about the chain of command in this field so that I can learn how to move up higher in my job, or
Mm.
learn about, if you want to do professional development, about selling candles, learn about the hall of the people that make candles, all of the successful people who have done it before you, learn their strategies and stuff like that. That will be
Mm.
considered more professional
Professional.
development
Mm.
versus the work on yourself
Mm.
to sustain your success. That is personal development.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And you said it even better
Yeah.
than I expected. But honestly, Nicole, Jennifer, the viewers out there, personal development, you need, honestly, you need to take care of yourself. You need to identify those little triggers that you have, and then you blast at everybody that tells you something nice, and you want to know, boy, what's going on with her?
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm.
We speaking frank. We speaking
Mm-hmm.
frank.
Mm-hmm.
It's a conversation speaking frank about personal development and the business world. And us as
Mm. Yeah.
women wear plenty of hats.
Mm.
Sometimes we have degrees for none of them, but yet still
Mm.
we fail to acknowledge the point and the fact that we have our own little personal issues.
Mm.
We
And
do.
as you rightly said, we go to work, before they tell us something, we snap at them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
We snap at everybody. We snap at
Mm.
our own selves.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody comes and correct us, we refuse to identify and say, okay, I'm sorry, that was not me, as I'm going through this issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yes, we need, as women, as individuals, we need to correct our own selves mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't get to this point by not saying to myself, okay, Lisa, I need to fix some stuff in my life also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had my own little issues.
Mm-hmm.
I went through my abuse. I went through this, I went through that, but I identified what I had to go through in order to get there. You know how much coaching I got, how much counseling I got before I could actually say to myself, hey, Lisa, you know what? It's time to help somebody out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I too, I'm still a work in progress. When
Yeah.
I give my courses, when I give my personal development to ladies, I'm learning from them also.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you give your courses, and you share your experience with other people, they open up. You open up. And now what you knew before has just intertwined with something totally, totally new to you, which improves you as an individual and as a person. And even as your work, it improves your work. So yes, I would say even the assignments that I give out to people to do, it's not for them just to go and write or just to see or they can read it, but it helps them go deeper, much deeper than they usually would go by speaking to a therapist. You on your own time, you can describe the children better. You can describe how you feel better. So yes, I agree with what both of you says, and I just love the way you put it, Nicholl. Oh, you need to identify what is professional, what is personal. You go to where you apply for a job, they give you all the qualifications, all the legal criteria needed to have that professional capability. But they never tell you what you need to be personal development. They don't. And yes, they don't. So as I would say, thank you so much, ladies, for those kind words. We have a comment here from Cesaria Hutchinson. She said very inspiring and informative.
Oh, thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Cesaria.
Thank you, Sister.
It does.
And we have one also from Vernon. Awesomeness all around.
All right. Thank
I
you,
love, I,
Vernon.
I,
Well,
love, I
this
love
is
that
good.
word.
We haven't made anybody mad today. This is good.
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
We have one from Mylika. Loving it.
It's
Good
good.
vibes.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yes, yes, Lisa.
Yes,
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 yes, yes, yes.
yes.
Many hats. We wear many hats. And in the many hats that we wear, we kind of lose ourselves in between. We lose ourselves, and that's the sad thing about it. That's why those two ladies we have on the show with me right now decided, hey, I have too many hats. I know what it feels like. Let me do something to at least help or somebody out there. To have balance, which is very important to us. We need to have balance in our lives. So yes, we wear too many hats and we lose ourselves. And that's the added part to that. Anita she said, thank you, ladies. Much
Exactly.
much clearer now. I'm happy you have that cleared up, Anita.
Very
Appreciate that.
good.
Very
And
happy you
hey,
have that.
Anita, if you need any extra help, reach out to us. Reach out to us. We're willing to help you.
And
I
we have
mean,
one from a gentleman, Marvin. Oh,
all right.
we have a man in the audience.
Hey,
Wow, that's good.
hey, Marvin.
Yes. If one,
And
even
he's
if
a grant.
one, yes.
And he's a grandson, and he's great. Marvin the Great. It's great to see strong, powerful women supporting other women and helping them grow.
All
Yeah,
right.
Thank
from
That is
man.
you.
awesome.
Good. Thank you, Marvin. Thank you
Good
so
to hear.
much, Marvin.
Mm,
Malika, again, Malika, you're one of our best supporters.
mm,
Yes.
mm,
That's when the
mm,
teach that's when the teacher customs
Yes,
that's when they
sir.
teach customer service. But if you don't want it for yourself, it's no use, which is true.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
it's true.
It's true.
I have a client that says honestly she doesn't want to learn customer service because it doesn't deal with the personal aspect of her as an individual. She wants to smile to the person, to the people out there and mean it. Not just smile, but smile and they can see her smiling at them and they can feel comfortable enough to say, hey, let's communicate together before they enter the main hall of the corporate environment. So yes, I
Right.
understand what she's saying. We have Alison Catherine Shalom. Ladies, it's been inspiring listening to you all. Thank you. It makes us think more about ourselves and doing more for ourselves and also to help others out there in society. That's very nice of you, inspiring of you.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what do you
Yes.
think about that?
Yeah, that is great. You know, we should all be doing more of this.
Exactly.
I just wanted to say a quick thank you to Dr. Marcia Brandon. She is somebody who just helps everybody. I mean, like she introduces people and just like hooks up people and be like, hey, talk to this person, talk to that person. And it's like, that's usually how it goes. It starts off from a conversation. And then, before we know it, we're all encouraging each other, however we can. So that's what it's all about. If you want to do this in your own country or in your own community, you have support to do that. So that is awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
And what's about you, Jennifer? What do you think?
Yeah, she has said it all because I'm not in an inspiring business. I don't want to inspire people. I want people to do. You can listen to inspiration videos. Let the people inspire. I'm not. If you find something of value, we said
Mhm.
today, work on it.
Mhm.
That's why I told you, run with something. Go
Mm,
like you're going with your shopping bag. Take one thing,
exactly.
not all of it. Take one thing because you're going to say, oh my God, they talked about this, they talked about it. What
Mhm.
are you struggling with right now with your personal development? What is the main issue? Are you struggling with anger issues? Are you customer service? We've
Yeah,
said something,
yeah,
run with it
yeah.
and do something. We want next month, next year to say, oh my God, on the 14th of November, you
Mhm.
transformed my life. How? You
Mhm.
said something, just
Mhm.
one word. You told us something and you did it. Doing, knowing something and not doing it, that's ignorance. You don't know until you do something. Yeah. You
That part.
intellectually, yeah. You
Mhm.
intellectually know something, but if you're not doing it, then you don't know.
Do it.
Yeah. You
So
don't
correct.
know it. Yeah. You
Lee.
see how we are saying there are so many broke professors. You see people, broke professors teaching people business. They've never started any business. They don't know. Yeah. Don't learn from people who have not done anything, even if they have 70 degrees. Learn from people who have been there and done that.
Mhm.
Check their track record. Yeah. We are here, we've been in business. When we tell you something, trust me,
Mhm.
we know it. We've walked this talk.
Right. I don't want to, say, but Lisa, do you mind if we were to ask, if you're listening right now and you have any specific questions that you would like for us to answer? I
Yeah.
mean, we appreciate the comments, like how
Yeah.
inspired you are and stuff like that. That is
Yeah.
lovely. And we're
Yeah.
grateful to hear that.
Yeah.
But if there's anything specific that you would like for us to answer that you're struggling with in your business, you can put it on the chat, and we'll try to answer for you,
Thank you.
quickly.
Well, actually, I'm so happy that you
Mhm.
being so proactive, Nicole. But
Mhm.
we'll be creating a Facebook group where
Mhm.
all questions like that will be entertained.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes,
That's so
yes.
good. You'll
So
be there.
all the viewers will be there, and we'll be speaking more frank, not having no. We're going to be on PG, and
Okay.
we're going to be on PG.
Mhm.
So we would like to see you smile and give it to us. How are you supposed to give it to us?
Okay. Okay.
That's exactly what I tell my people when somebody comes to me privately. I'm so soft, and but business, if you pay me your money
Mhm.
to do something, I give it to you. Yeah. I'm not here to create friendships. I'm here to support you. I'm here to bring you to that. I'll tell you point blank, because
Mhm.
I want you to prosper. And I'm the only one here in London, the only business coach. If you hire me to do your business for you, I'll you write me a check, I write you a check back. If you don't get results in 12 months, I pay you money back. I
I
Wow.
give
like
you
you.
your money back if you don't get results. If you can
Guaranteed.
tell me I didn't get 12, you sign up in my coaching business for 12 months. If you don't get any results, I pay you your money back. Because
Mhm.
I'm not here to take your money. I'm here to give you results. I've
Yeah.
paid a fortune learning what I know.
Mhm.
And I want, if I help one person, because I know that business can become a fortune 500 or so something.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we've sacrificed our time. I know what my hour is worth, but I'm
Mhm.
here to give.
Mhm.
We have to give back. And this Facebook group, I'll make a commitment to be there to help people,
Mhm.
because financial freedom is very important. Even if you don't like money, do it to help your community. Yeah. Get something. If you know how to order something online with your phone or whatever, then you know how to make money online. But the only difference, the money goes into somebody's account. I teach people how to get it back to you. So there are no excuses. Yeah. Today, if you've not figured out how to make money while you're sleeping, you're going to die poor. That's the reality. And people hate the first person who said it, but it's the truth. It's the truth. If you've not figured out, because listen, 8 hours a day you've worked, other responsibilities are there. That only person, your only asset is you, your body, your everything. How long are you going to go? How long are you going to think your manpower is going to give you all the things? How long?
Hey.
It's opportunities are there. Yeah. Every single day, people, young children, tell me if a young person just 10, 9, 11 years is making money online. What about you? You went to school, you did just children. Think about it for a moment. Think about it for a moment. Yeah. There are no shortage of clients. There are no shortages of businesses. And you can even start helping another person to bring clients. Say, Nicholl, what are you doing? I have a client who has this. Help me. I can connect you, give you one, get your commission. You've already earned money. Yeah. Help another. Take away all this competition and see, how can I help? How can I bring you more clients? How can you support me? Maybe also in the coaching, can you coach me for free? When I bring a paying client to you, can you coach me? Now you're developing yourself, and then later you're going to do something with what you've earned. If you can spend hours watching people making their money, at the end of the day, you're smiling and then seeing them. These people are, some of them are broke. They don't show you their bank accounts. They are there. They are all these mansions, everything staged, and you're just admiring, and the day is gone, and another day.
But they're not broke. They have a Rolls Royce. They have these, you
Eh,
know, they,
and
they,
you
they
think that Rolls Royce is real,
yeah,
and that's their life. Somebody.
they're strolling through the $1 million homes with the Versace robes and
They stand by
We
somebody's
have
car and
a
take a
long
picture
way
out of
to
it.
go. My goodness, wake up. Huh? Wake up today, come to reality. Your children are waiting to be supported, you everything.
Where
And
did
I
you?
tell people, if stories are not important, why do adults spend 4 hours, 6 hours on the telly? Huh? Why? And these people, you're spending hours. Somebody spent 16 hours on the set. They are building one asset, bringing them money, and you only laughed. Fine, the day is gone, and another day, and you think you have a lot of time. Yeah, you think you still have a lot of time. Yeah, and then you're waiting for a man to be a plan. Listen, a man is not a plan. That's why you see all these abuse, because they are the only asset you're bringing into that marriage, that relationship is your body. And once he finds out it's not that interesting, he's going away. Eh? What did you bring? And now he's seeing another person, and he's building another small family. And you, the moment you know how to take care of yourself, the moment you bring money in the table, no man is going to despise you. No man is going to be talking to you anyhow, because you're contributing something. Yeah. And
and
if it does that, then you can
right.
tell him there's the door, and then he will change. Yeah.
But you also want to bring something, if you're talking about relationships wise, as far as being an entrepreneur, the purpose of that, of relationships, is for you all to build something together.
Exactly.
Don't you always I don't want to get too much into it because we're talking about entrepreneurship, but just overall, it is two people coming together saying, what can we build together?
Yes.
And if you are the person who will, you know, be more at home, there are things that you can do from at home that can still,
Bring
contribute
money.
something,
Mm.
because you still want to do things that help you to personally develop yourself so that you would not get lost in, being caught up in the whirlwind of, wife and mom and all of these things. So you still want to have some some form of autonomy, and you continuing to work on you. So that was very good,
Mm.
Jennifer. You just,
Okay.
Very
yeah,
good.
just you don't want to be, just lost and without identity in the situation.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly,
Thank you
exactly.
so much. Thank you so much, Jennifer and Nicole.
Mm.
Jennifer, I love to replay that all over again. Was what you said there,
Hmm.
because it's more than just inspiring. It's more than inspiring,
Mm.
but we have to move on. As much as the conversation was so wonderful, it was so
Yes,
great.
of course, of course.
I think
Of
the two
course.
the two of you all bring balance to this event, and I'm really appreciative of that. But
Mhm.
we have to move on. Life goes on, people. Life goes
Okay.
on. So
We're going
before
to
we
have a Facebook group where we tell people
I
we are
know
here.
we
Yeah.
tell people we'll post that, we'll post
Mm.
Okay.
that
Mm.
so viewers can see and also you can see. But we'll
Mm.
send the link to you guys personally, but we'll post the Facebook group so our viewers can see. But
Okay.
as we continue, let us start with you, Nicole. Any
Mhm.
few last words before we make our exit? Although the show not ended as yet, but
Right.
the first segment has gone.
Hmm.
And before we go to the second segment, any few last words? We start with you, Nicole.
I would just say, listen, work on being happy, being raised as a Caribbean woman. This is not funny, but I tell people all the time, most of my childhood, I was an indentured slave.
Mm.
You have to cook, clean, wash, scrub, wipe, and you do all of this while getting, you better not bring home no bad grades, and you better not look in the direction of a man. You must be upright, focus, do everything that your parent or parents tell you to do. We were not raised to be happy people. So the first part of personal development is learn how to be happy. Don't fake it. Don't try to pretend. People gonna know the difference. Learn how to be happy. And once you're able to do that, you are going to attract people. And being happy does not mean that you have to let people take advantage of you or walk all over you. That is not what that means. So sometimes you can say no like this. No.
Mm.
It's
Yes.
not mean. It's not nasty. You can just say it nicely. No,
Mm.
I don't want that. I don't want to be a part of that. I will not participate in that. No. And then you can move on and have a marvelous day.
Mm. So good. So good.
Oh, Nicole, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you
Yeah.
so much, Nicole. You're making this even easier for me. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Nicole, for your parting words. But
You're
no parting.
welcome. You're
Jennifer,
welcome.
any
It's
parting
so
words from
true,
you?
Nicole. You're just talking what I shared in this book,
Uh-huh.
Aspire Women Finding Their Purpose.
Hmm.
In this book, we are disappointed with the people we love most.
Hmm.
I share my story, how I started my business with 4 children living in my mom's spare bedroom. But I was expected to do all the work, the cleaning, the washing, the everything, and still had my mental faculty. I say faculty
That's the word.
working for me,
Mhm.
working for me, because I refused to keep my dreams at bay because what they wanted was a maid. And I had my vision. I knew if I don't start my business, my dream is just going to remain a dream. I dedicated 2 hours every single day, whether I liked it or I didn't like it, whether I was sick, 2 hours to work on my dreams. It took me 5.5 years, and my dream was realized. Today, I'm helping people. What took me 5 years to do it in 90 days or less. I'm sharing this with you, people listening to me. There's never going to be a perfect time for you to pursue your dreams. Work on yourself. Diligently work on yourself. Anything you know, spend more time, not on your weakness, but strengthening what you know to be true. Find a voice out there. Every life matters. Every life is a story. People are going to pay you for what you're going through. It's not about you. That divorce, that rape, anything, it's not about you. It's for you to be able to put yourself in somebody's shoes and then start from there. Build a support network. Start helping with other people. My breakthrough came when I didn't say I neglected my problems, when I shifted my mind, my focus on what I'm seeing, to going up there and say, I can help you. You can't go to a dreaded job every single day, dying from the inside, when I know you know how to generate millions for a company, and you're paid just a little bit of it, and you think that is secure. You think everything is depending on that paycheck. I can help you. And that's how I help this corporate profession. They are climbing the corporate ladder, climbing, only for somebody to pull the ladder from them. Yeah. And then being made redundant. All of a sudden, you've been made redundant. What is going to happen? I tell people, don't depend on one source of income. Start your own business. It doesn't mean you need to quit. Start slowly and then move forward. That's what I wanted to share. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you,
Very
Nicole.
good.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for your time, your effort. I know it's late in Jennifer. I know it's late for you.
Yes,
Thank you
yes.
so much, Nicole, for cutting church.
Yeah.
The Lord will
This
bless
is
you.
church.
Amen.
This is church. This is church,
That's
Nicole.
right.
It's church.
Thank you for saying that. This
It's
this conversation needs to be in churches too, but we ain't gonna start that
Correct.
today. We ain't gonna start that today.
Okay. So, ladies, I'm very thankful, honestly, I'm very thankful for your time, your effort. And thankful for your words, your encouragement, your frankness, your boldness. But guess what? We move into segment two.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you guys at the
Okay.
backstage
All right.
where you
We're
can
back.
listen to what's going on even more.
Okay.
But we'll talk.
okay.
Okay. Oh boy, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the viewing. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for the viewers out there. Thank you for the likes and the loves. Thank you so very much, and the wonderful comments. If you just joined me, you're watching AWE St. Lucia LISVALU Women's Talk with me, your host, Lisa Yam. I am your personal development coach with LISVALU. We move into our second segment where you will hear from four ladies who have recently concluded the Grow Workshop with me. We have Cleopatra, Vernon, Siobhan, and Miss Flavius. I hate you. Audience, we have some technical difficulties. Are you able to hear the video? Please comment so we can rectify this as soon as possible. I apologize greatly. To our viewers out there, I am so sorry. Apparently, StreamYard is causing a bit of a hiccup, but we will not leave Nicholl out in the cold. We'll post a link to that short video of her business, Caribbean Women's Expo, and we will post it in the Facebook group where you can listen and hear her lovely voice with a smile. But we apologizing for the technical difficulties. We'll be back with you shortly. We do apologize for this hiccup. Apparently, StreamYard is asking for Nicole and Jennifer to come back on the screen. So please hold a second.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. We do apologize for the technical difficulties that you're experiencing. I'm not sure why the videos are not playing, but we're going to try to see whether we can get that sorted out right away. Just one moment, just bear some patience with us, and we will get started right away. Thank you so much again for staying with us. Those of you who are joining us on YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitter, we really do appreciate you being here. Just one moment while we get this sorted out. Thank you again for your patience.
And that was the technical officer. And she did too take the personal development course.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt sharing my screen. Please let me know if you can see and hear, and then we will go ahead and proceed. This is where I need your feedback, everyone. So just let me know what's happening. Let me know if you can hear and see, and we can move ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nicholl Hunte, and I am
Is
the
everyone
creator
able
of the
to hear?
Caribbean Women's Expo. I'm so excited to have this opportunity.
Just provide me with your feedback. Can you hear? Just let me know in the comments.
Yes.
Persons are able to hear now?
Jennifer is saying,
Okay, I also want to ensure that our viewers are able to hear as well. So please let me know if you're able to hear and see. Let me know, guys, in the comments, our audience, whether you can hear and see.
yes, somebody said yes.
Okay, awesome. Again, I really do apologize for the technical difficulties.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nicholl Hunte, and I am the creator of the Caribbean Women's Expo. I'm so excited to have this opportunity to be able to speak to you. For the Caribbean Women's Expo, we highlight the businesses and also the career paths of women from the Caribbean. If you would like to learn more about us, check out our website, www.caribbeanwomensexpo.com. Also, follow us on social media, Instagram at Caribbean Women's Expo, Facebook, Caribbean Women's Expo. We would love for you to learn more about us, and we would also love to learn more about you and your business, who you are, where you're from, and what you do. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Hi, my name is Claire Fabulous, and I started Lisa's personal development training this year. And I must say that this workshop was a very good teaching. Lisa was a mentor, counselor, great listener, and she's so down to earth. For Lisa's workshop, I lacked a lot of self-confidence. Doubted myself and I blamed myself for all my past disappointments and trials. She taught me to be me, to be thankful for the work. Research sessions and assignments allowed me to refine myself, push myself, motivate myself to unlock my full potential. I am now more confident and I look forward to just taking life one step at a time. I've learned how to get myself through. And the lesson being from this whole workshop has allowed me to push myself and motivate myself to be a better person. And I pray that she continues to touch the lives of more women, just be the listening ear. And I pray that she transforms the lives of women being down on themselves and each other to ensure that all women are empowered.
Hi everyone, my name is Cleopatra Jules Baker, and I just want to speak to you about the Liz Value Self Development Program, which is something that I did. And let me tell you, I think that any woman should do this course. This is because it really helps you to really look into yourself, see you are, do some serious introspection, and see what the value that we really place on ourselves and the value that we really should be placing on ourselves. It allowed me to see myself in a different way, in a light that certain things that we take for granted and we hadn't really looked at it as um we kind of bypass it. But my eyes were open to a whole lot of things, and right now I'm telling you, ladies, go ahead and enroll into the Least Value Self Development Plan program. It you're gonna love it.
Good day. My name is Fernanda Vigier Reynoso, and I am in the Growth Program with Miss Lisa Yard. Um, I will say I'm extremely grateful for this program. I am self-employed. I've had my own company since 2009 in the States, and I also have some cottages that I do rentals for in St. Lucia, and I'm working to expand and broaden on that. I'm in the art program, and that's how I met Miss Lisa Yard. And it's been a very unique and positive experience for me. Although I am very well educated, I've got a bachelor's in criminology, I've been in management, I was married and in a very physical and emotionally abusive relationship. I was able to get up out of it alive, thank God, but it took a toll on me. And almost 20 years later, I still had not gotten to the point where it says, forgive, not forget, but forgive the person for what they did to you. And it was just something that just couldn't get to grips with. I would literally have nightmares at least once or twice a week, every week, about this person. Like I was still living that situation. And through the talks and conversations and assignments that we did in Mrs. Yard's class, I was finally able to get to a point where I can say, you know what, I've forgiven this person. I've forgiven myself for being in that situation. I will never forgive this person for the way they treated me and the way they made me feel. But I've been able to forgive myself for being in that situation because looking back, I'm like, wow, got all of this physical strength, you've got all of this emotional strength, and yet still you stayed in that situation. And everything happens for a reason. And I'm so very, very, very thankful and grateful and appreciative that this program was there to help me. And I would recommend it. And I have been recommending it to other females, other individuals, because sometimes we're so strong for others that we don't realize that we need to be strong for ourselves. Thank you.
So your answers are yes, right? Or I don't know. Well, I can tell you I did have that in the beginning. I had many yeses and many I don't know. But I can tell you right now, my level of self-esteem, my level of self-worth, my level of self-confidence has grown. I can tell you right now, from starting to, hey, what do you think about yourself? I can now say that I love me. I can now say that I am confident in me. I can also say that I know exactly what I want in life. I can also say that I know how to prioritize me. And I can also say that I know how to value not just myself, but people as well. I am also
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, viewers out there. There we have it. Liz Value partnered with SLUDTERA this year to provide personal development workshops for the ladies in the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs and Lucia program at an exclusive discount. I am pleased to say that in January 2022, I'll be launching all three of my personal development workshops to growing and grown to the local and international market. I'll share some slides with you in just a minute. Don't worry, it has no audio, so you don't have to do anything. So here am I. Can everybody see the slides? Okay. So let's value workshops by Lucia LISVALU, personal development coach, which is right here in front of you. We'll first introduce our GROW program. GROW is a beginner's personal development workshop for women 18 and over who believe that there is a need for rewiring their minds and self-reinforce their values of caring, of setting themselves first, putting themselves first. So you will see, I'm not too sure, it's not very clear, the writing is not very clear. At the end of the workshop, participants will be able to develop coping strategies when faced with challenges. A notable positive change will be recognized, therefore leading to having better self-worth and a higher self-esteem. Group will be done online with discussions and course assignments. And we have now the 8 sessions which GROW modules comprise of. Week 1, Introduction to Self, where you'll get a list of affirmations to go through and you have to choose one. That one will be you forever. Week 2, How do you love? Week 3, Loving Self. Week 4, What do others see in me? Week 5, What do you need to be whole? Week 6, Happiness comes with a price. Week 7, What really matters? And week 8, What needs self needs a break. And of course, if you realize that each week is a follow up from the previous one. So now we go into our growing course. What is growing? Growing is the intermediate personal development workshop for women 18 and over, and for those who have done the Grow personal development workshop. So you must do the first Grow program first before you can gravitate to the growing. In this workshop, you are on a journey of self-reflection and understanding not only is what it seems. At the end of this workshop, you will admire what you see. You will learn that letting go is not a bad thing because it brings peace. Growing will be done online with discussion and course assignments also. And our last course, which is to be the growing. So in the growing, we have 8 sessions also. For week 1, we have growing into self. Week 2, mirror, mirror, but not on the wall, which is my favorite. Week 3, I can't breathe. Week 4, why me? Week 5, need to let go. Week 6, where can I go now? Week 7, the 3 C's, cool, calm, and collective. And week 8, does silence mean golden? And for those of us who really appreciate being grown, this is the last category of my course for now. And the growing course is actually an advance to the growing and a more advanced to the grow. So you have to do the growing in order to do the grown course. So that's the short synopsis of it. But in this workshop, you are understanding that in life, time has no boundaries and a need to move and keep moving forward if necessary. You'll understand there will be newness and not feel guilty. At the end of this workshop, you will feel independent and depend only on yourself. You will be happier in making life decisions that will better enrich your soul. Growing again will be done online and discussion and course assignment. Now, the reason why it's done online is because of the COVID pandemic at this time. But as time goes by, we are hoping that we can have a physical location where we can meet face to face. The Grunt also has 8 sessions. Week 1, time has passed. Week 2, something to love. Week 3, a new start. Week 4, if only I knew. Week 5, what will I do for me? Week 6, just one day. Week 7, now it's your time to shine. Week 8, yes, it is over. So as we all know, when you go through it, you'll be creating something new. Okay, so coming soon to local and international public in January 2022, we'll be launching the 3 programs, Grow, Growing, and Grown. One of the quotes by one of the famous persons on this earth: to fall in love with yourself is the first secret to happiness. And Nicholl and Jennifer alluded to those statements. Love yourself first. How you can reach me? You can contact me at listvalue.women@gmail.com. 758-584-6995 is my contact number. I sell if you want to reach me. Thank you very much. Okay. Now I am inviting you to join the Women's Talk Network on Facebook. I have 2 prizes to give away. Compliments our sponsor, the Caribbean Women Expo. Just respond to the challenge in the group for a chance to win. The link to the network is posted in the comments. Be sure to answer the group questions to get access. And we have come to the end of the AWE St. Lucia LISVALU Women's Talk with me, Personal Development Coach Lisa Yan. I need to say this. I thank the viewers. I thank all those who stayed right through the end. I do appreciate it. It's not very often persons get opportunities, and yes, this was a very great opportunity. I thank Nicholl, Hunte, and Jennifer Braham. I also like to thank the all ladies for taking part in this venture. I'd like to thank Michelle and Samuel for assisting me and getting me to this point, and I know that I have greater heights ever. Personal development is something we all need in our lives at some point. The question is to you: have you identified what you need to do to get to where you want to go in life? I thank you so much for joining me, and please enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and Godspeed. Thank you. Bye.